Hi, good afternoon. Blake Preston, 192,819, and I'm using Metasploit on Metasploitable 3 for this is for assignment 4. Okay, you probably already knew that. Alright, what is Metasploit? So I'm just going to run through the slides and then go through some stuff locally. Open source cybersecurity tool. Okay, it's only open source for Metasploit framework, right? And there's Metasploit Pro and Expert or something, where it's paid and it's not open source. Okay, it's just like a culmination of a bunch of different cybersecurity packages, whether it's scanners to test for vulnerabilities in certain ports and IP addresses, or it's exploits for specific versions and specific vulnerabilities, um, vulnerabilities in certain services that are public on the web. I also, on Wikipedia, it said intrusion detection systems. I assume that's for um, one of the paid versions, but and I don't know if that's that you run an intrusion detection system in Metasploit on a server. Maybe. Probably not. You probably make them and then deploy them somehow. Regardless, it's a huge amount. It's just like strength in numbers and community for cybersecurity. And it also makes it for people like me who don't have any idea what's really going on able to get involved in this. Um, yeah, it's so high level that you don't need to learn the intricacies by yourself, right? That's always double edged. You know, yeah, goes in a bunch of different things. It was written in Perl originally, which you don't know much about Perl. I assume it's Perl 6, but it could be Perl 5. Then rewritten in Ruby. Also don't know much about Ruby, but I know it's Python-like and everything's an object and things like that. And once it was rewritten in Ruby, then Rapid 7 bought it, which is currently who owns it still. Oh, Metasploit Express, Metasploit Pro are the two paid ones. Yep, and that's paid. And otherwise, Rapid 7 also has made Metasploitable 1, 2, and now 3. So, Metasploit frame. This is the free version. Third-party inverts, manual exploitation, manual brute forcing, right? So it doesn't have like automated search tools. If I want to look at like an auxiliary scanner for a certain on a certain damn it an auxiliary scanner on a certain vulnerability or web service, then I have to do them one by one. So even though I can see everything that's for like FTP, I have to manually go through and set that I want to use that auxiliary scanner, set my host, and then run it, and then do that for each and every one until I find a vulnerability. So it's manual, right? It's very slow, but at least it's free. Then there's ZenMap, which says it comes with the Metasploit framework, but I think it's only pre-installed on Kali Linux. Cool part, you can contribute. Um, yep, all the thing. So of course it's open source, and anybody who has any knowledge can add it here. And I think there's some of the idea that it's not to be used maliciously. It's rather to be used for all of these are known vulnerabilities that anybody can use, and it's kind of like in the way that Cult of the Dead Cow exposed Microsoft for security issues ages ago, where it was like, hey, we need this fix. It's seriously vulnerable, so they showcased a serious vulnerability in the Microsoft OS. Like if your program is can be exploited and like even a script kiddie can get access to it like myself, like the company's going to have to resolve that issue or like hotfix it, right? So ideally, this is really in favor of white hats that this exists and is open source. ZenMap, Nmap. Okay, this is brilliant. Scan for hosts, look for open ports, and then get detention, version detection of the services run on your web. I'm just gonna look at that for a moment. Um, oh, okay, we'll get there. But okay, I have to show you the VirtualBox first. Anyway, we're just running VirtualBox here, Metasploitable, and this is on a host network manager. It's on a DHCP server here, and this is private, right? How do I? It just is host network manager. So this is a virtual network on this PC on a subset of the IP addresses. Like, um, I think my this is like /8 or something. So we're able to make the rest /24, which is great. all this this whole address range doesn't quite matter because we always get 101. There's only one service being run on this host network. Yeah, the bottom line is this is the IP address that we use. Metasploitable's running this in a box here. Where are you? Here, and then same thing, the IP is visible here. So it's good. And I pinged my home computer just to make sure it works there at the bottom. So that's the whole Metasploitable 3 thing. Yeah, so we can even do, I just did a basic nmap of the IP address here. Ooh, sorry about the microphone. And it just returned all the open services. So that's brilliant. And then I was on some YouTube guide where it said to do .sv, and you get the version of the service. So you get service and version. This is much more useful for finding exploits that pertain directly to the version, like better for vulnerability checking. Yeah, so that's nmap, which is good. Oh, we jumped the gun. Time to pen test. All right. Same thing. And Metasploit just installed in Ubuntu. This computer is running Ubuntu, and I just got Metasploit in the terminal here. So no problem. I had to it said Nmap and ZenMap came with Metasploit framework, but when I just installed Metasploit, it didn't come with it, so I had to separately install Nmap. So maybe that's just something wrong with the Wikipedia page, but it's all good. Like it was 2 apt get installs, you know. It's all right. Back to the slideshow. How long is this video? 6 minutes. Oh, this is what I just showed you, blah, blah, blah. This is my Metasploit version. Okay, yep. Okay, yep. Oh, the first service I wanted to attack was this TCP Microsoft DS. Apparently, according to some cybersecurity guy on the internet, this was some like ransomware attack ages ago, was a Microsoft thing. And when I saw this as a subservice over here, as a service over here, it's like, all right, this must be, where is it? Oh, it's this one, but up here, okay, the Microsoft DS, right? So it's the file sharing, some sort of service. This is what it is here. We know it's the same one because it's on the same 455 TCP connection, and it's open. I thought like surely this would have an exploit in it, and it was deliberate. It was this Microsoft DS one, so that's what we went with. Yeah, let's try to exploit the service. Okay, same thing. I said that. Switch to Metasploit. Okay, now we're in Metasploit. So this, okay, scanner search. You can put in your you get to grep the return value of a scanner search with this string here, which is honestly brilliant. So boom, boom, boom. We just do the same grep scanner search, and what was it? SMB, SMD, SMB. There we are. These are all of our options. Okay, these are just auxiliary scanners, meaning when I do this on our target server, okay, say we're going to do lookups ID just because. No, we won't. We'll do an enum one because those are fun. Okay, enumeration, cool. This will give us a bunch of output. Wow, this slide being on the back is confusing. Okay, so we just go use 101. And then we do options, right? Oh, use 101. Okay, it's indexed at 101. Instead of typing in use in this directory, we can just do the index. Options, okay. Get to the options menu. All the ones that are required, you have to have a value for, right? So we have to set the R hosts. So annoying you can't set remote hosts globally. You have to set it every single time you choose use. That must just be because like it's being annoying and it's the free version. Okay, we set the remote host. What else do we need to do? That looks like it. Anyway. And then we just go use. No, we go run. We go run. And it runs this auxiliary scanner. So basically, you just try these until one works, as somebody who doesn't truly know what's going on. That's weird that timed out. Wait a second. Let's make sure it's still running. Okay, yeah, the virtual, what's it, Metasploitable still up, so. Yeah, a lot of the times they don't work, to be honest, but it's because I'm shooting shots in the dark, and if I really knew these web protocols or had been like a networked analyst for as a job or something, I'd know exactly what these are. So it seems like Metasploitable is like extremely powerful if you have experience. Like if I knew what this was, then I would be brilliant and be able to go, oh, okay, I'll try that. I'll try that. That makes sense. Or if we had automated brute force where it just checked everything, then it would probably work the same. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't taken a personal interest in cybersecurity, so I don't know about all these things. Um, Same for exploit. So say we found an exploit, we could do grep search exploit. I don't know, FTP, because I did that earlier. Why did that not work? Okay, so let's go through the slides. I put the slides in. Okay, this is what we're just showing with filling that in. Host does not appear vulnerable. Okay, so I was sure that this would be exploitable because of other things on the internet, and it wasn't. Failed attempts. Okay, then I was like, wait a minute. Even though this is Metasploit and using Metasploitable, which is deliberately vulnerable to these attacks, I still found that it was difficult, which is not great. This is a page that is on Rapid7 website, which completely says this is how you exploit this FTP protocol, and I still wasn't getting it to work. Yep. So I don't know why it ended in failure, to be honest. Where is it? Here's me using this exploit that this FTP one that is meant to work on Metasploitable 3. I don't know what the problem is. Didn't work. Done deal. It's tough to say because I don't really know what's going on in the background, so I can't debug it. And then I started just pasting in different things. And as I went through and just thought, okay, well, surely eventually I'll find something that works. I just took this video of me sitting here for ages trying different ones manually. This is an hour-long video, but it only went for about 30 minutes and was like, how can I not do this as someone like this tool is automated and deliberately vulnerable? How am I failing at this? So yeah, about 30 minutes ago, get a cup of tea and it just sits here doing nothing. But yeah, so I know what Metasploitable is. I get the concept. Makes sense to me. Use a scanner, use an auxiliary scanner, find a vulnerability. It will return true if it's vulnerable. Then you have the version of the software, you know it's vulnerable, and you find a specific exploit to exploit that. And then you could access in that manner. I just managed to fail at actually doing that in practice using using a setup that was deliberately like it was meant to be easy to metasploit, but I just didn't get it to work. So I won't be applying to any cybersecurity jobs in the future, to be honest. Sorry, this is 14 minutes. That wasn't the plan, but it just kind of kept going. All right, sound. Oh, this is also way too late, but yeah, hopefully that's not a problem. If it is, like, fair enough, I understand. It's like legit over a month late, so I don't know. Whatever you mark, it's your prerogative anyway. Okay, I'll stop talking. See you.